Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here, and welcome back to yet, of course, another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Bachmann sword door lighthouse that I got not too long ago for sure, which I do find it to be absolutely incredible for sure. I mean, literally from what I've actually seen, this has been one piece of Bachmann Thomas merchandise that I've been long overdue to actually get for sure. In fact, I dare even say I've been anticipating to get this for like many years on top of plenty of others that I didn't get around that time, but regardless, I'm really impressed on how well it turned out, not only from the way it looks, being like any lighthouse would actually look like, to which I do find it all the more great for sure. But at the same time, the way the blinking LED light actually pretty much goes on and off, simulating the light around it is of course pretty much going all around, pretty much yeah, like any other lighthouse would do, shining a light on any ships that would pass by. I have to say they really did an impressive job, of course, on that front, and yeah, that alone is, of course, really something that I really do think they really put a lot of hard-working effort on for sure. And yeah, much like all the other Bachmann Thomas scenery pieces, I think this is definitely one that really deserves a comeback for sure. Because yeah, I think it desperately needs to get this point. I mean, come on, if Bachmann is doing that with Knapford Station very recently, surely they could do the same thing with the other scenery pieces that they've got for sure. Both the ones they got in their main lineup and the Resing scenery pieces for sure. But we'll have to wait and see on that, so yeah, but regardless on that, I'm really happy on how well the lighthouse turned out, and it really does go great, of course, on my layout for sure. Even right next to Cranky that I currently have set up for sure. But I digress, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there, over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead, I'll wait till you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure, so So yeah, still gonna be here as a normal rap until you come back for sure. I mean, it's not like I'm actually filming this intro around the same time I filmed the intro to the previous episode for sure. With everything unboxing and everything. I mean, if that were the case, then don't ruin the magic, guys. There's kids watching this video. And I'm so sorry to the kids if you actually hear me say that out loud. Really, I am. And yeah, I think give it to what I've actually got alongside the other two that I talked about previously. Yeah, I think it's about freaking time that I finally get one of those for sure. And again, why didn't I get this earlier? That would have saved me so much time and money, mind you. But hey, I guess I'm pretty much making up for it now regardless. So there's that for sure. And I could definitely say the same thing for some of the other Bachmann Thomas muggles that I haven't actually got as of now. Even some of the ones that Harvey did when they used to be part of the Thomas and Friends range. I mean, I'll hopefully get around to them if I actually have the money. I mean, hell, if I would have enabled monetization on, of course, both of my YouTube channels and struck gold, earning tons of money through ad revenue and stuff, I would have gotten them in my hands. But I apparently didn't because, well, YouTube. So what can you do at this point? But I'll hopefully get around to them later on for sure, so yeah. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I think it's about time that we wrap up this quadrilogy of course, some pretty much Bachmann Thomas scenery pieces that are part of my many missed opportunities for sure, because, yeah, pretty much of anything, I think it's about time that we go back to, of course, the Rising scenery lineup of Bachmann Thomas model scenery for sure, because, boy, it looks like we've got another good one that we finally got in our hands, so yeah, and that being, of course, on this, so yeah, what I actually got right here is another piece of Bachmann Thomas Rising scenery pieces that I got very recently for sure, and that being, of course, on the Corrugated hut for sure, so yeah. This is another one that I actually found straight off of eBay, and I got a pretty good find for sure for a really good listing for this, so yeah, and much like all the other pretty much scenery pieces that I got beforehand, I've been anticipating to get this one for a long time now for sure, and well, now that it's finally here in my hands, I think it's about time that we finally talk about this one for sure, so yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And I think we pretty much know we're gonna go, of course, this one, so I'll see you guys down on the floor through a transition, so Edgar, you know what to do. Alright guys, looks like we finally got the Bachmann Corrugated hut right in front of us for sure, now that we've made our way down to the floor as normal, and yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, I've been really looking forward to actually talking about this one since I got in my hands for sure, and it is actually for a good reason from what I can gather, because I was lucky enough to find a really good listing for this off of eBay, much like with what I did with the trackside station and the square water tower that I got beforehand, whereas for the lighthouse I got straight off of Amazon, so So I guess I might have struck a really good deal from what I could gather, and the best part about it is that, surprisingly enough, this came all the way over to me from Japan for sure. Yes, folks, pretty much got a piece of Bachmann, yeah, pretty much a Bachmann Thomas model from Japan for sure. What do I mean by that, you may ask? Well, take a look on the back, and it actually does have this sticker for sure that was actually placed on there for sure. So that will get you the idea of course, what I'm actually talking about for sure. So yeah, either way, I'm actually really intrigued, of course, pretty much when I finally got this for sure. And yeah, based on my first impressions from what I can gather, yeah, it actually does look really good. Yeah. Pretty much from what I can gather, this really does signify one of those corrugated huts that pretty much do reside over in the UK for sure, to which I guess I give it to the other Bachmann Thomas resin scenery pieces that I got. I guess that might be something on what they were going for, hands down, so good on them. So yeah, good on them if you were to ask me, so yeah. Either way, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm really intrigued, of course, on what I'm seeing so far. And yeah, for this being part of the pretty much the resin scenery pieces as part of the Bachmann Thomas and Friends range, I say they really are going somewhere with, of course, this one. And well, much like the last scenery pieces that I got for sure, this has been long since discontinued from what I can gather. So I guess you can see why that I did find a really good listing for this on eBay for sure. And I guess it was a bit of a stroke of luck from what I can gather. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that front for sure. So again, going back a bit to the front of the box for sure. Yeah, I'm really digging on how well pretty much this actually looks for sure. Again, still retaining, of course, the pretty much the other scenery pieces I got beforehand for sure. And yeah, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front. Even pretty much the picture of course, the pretty much this scenery piece as well is also a really nice good addition, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, and of course, does also include pretty much some measurements from what I can gather that they include in, which from the looks of it is about 5 5/5 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches high, and 2.5 inches in diameter for sure. So yeah. I guess that would get us the idea on how big this would be for sure. But yeah, either way, I'm definitely not complaining from what I can gather. As long as, of course, they'll deliver on something really good for sure. I say they're all for it. And yeah, even going on the sides, they actually do look nice. And even the top, I have to say, looks incredible. And, well, nothing on the bottom, so why complain on that? So yeah, and even on the back, as I've shown off earlier, yeah, it really is, they really are going somewhere with, of course, this one. So yeah, and of course, pretty much even the list of course, the other recent scenery pieces from what I can gather really does look quite nice. And it looks like yeah, I guess pretty much from the looks big, as of this episode for sure, I think it looks like I pretty much own, pretty much, yeah, I think I pretty much own 6 of the 8 scenery pieces as of now, because I think the only 2 that I haven't got my hands on just yet is the Brendam Warehouse and the Engine Shed. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much my biggest hope by far. So I do hope to get to those later on for sure. But for now, I think based on my first impressions from the box of course, the corrugated hut for sure, it really does look nice from what I can gather. And I'm actually really looking forward to seeing on what we're going to be getting ourselves into for sure. So So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and see what we can actually get for sure. So yeah. All right, and let's see here if the box can cooperate with me in pretty much me opening this up for sure. All right, come on, Oh, okay, yeah. I think I'm getting somewhere with it. There we go, so. Alright, and, well, I guess another one of these scenery pieces where, of course, they had it engraved in styrofoam for sure, so. So, yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense, of course, at that front for sure, and, well, pretty much like the trackside station. I think it does make sense when you think about it for sure, because, hey, between that and pretty much the trackside station and Maithwaite station, I guess they do need a little something to keep pretty much the models nice and secure for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and move this out of the way, and, okay, all right, let's pull this out and unwrap this. So let's see here. Okay, wow. Oh, yeah, get out of the way. So yeah, looks like here it is, the Bachmann Corrugated hut straight out of its packaging, and yeah, I have to say with what I'm actually seeing, this actually looks quite marvelous for sure. Yeah, and I really do mean from the way I see for sure. Literally from, of course, what I've actually seen by far, this really does look like they're in for something really great for sure. And yeah, I can tell from the way it's actually built for sure. Yeah. It really does look quite nice for sure. I mean, from, of course, the pretty much the walls on the front and the back with, of course, this nice brick detailing and stuff to make it look like a pretty much a solid brick wall for sure. And even the door, I have to say, actually does look really nice for sure. And even I think the roof and stuff really does look incredible for sure. Yeah, you can tell from what I'm actually seeing by far. Yeah, the nice usage of coloring and stuff, and even detail and stuff, making it look like the roof itself is a little bit weathered up for sure. It really is quite impressive, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do think they really have somewhere going with, of course, this one for sure. So yeah, in a way, I'm actually really impressed, of course, the way it actually looks for sure. They really went all out, of course, what they had to accomplish with, of course, this one, and they did that very well for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, based on everything from what I'm actually seeing by far, this actually looks really great for sure. And yeah, I do applaud Bachmann for, of course, putting a lot of hardworking effort in this, in this one to really make it look outstanding for sure. And yeah, they did that very well. So yeah. So yeah, either way, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and hang on back up to my layout and, well, see where we're going to place it for sure. So yeah. Alright, guys, well, I guess pretty much as usual, we're back here once again, and of course on my Bachmann Thomas layout for sure. And well, I guess pretty much of anything, I think we pretty much know the drill at this point. Given to, of course, pretty much the other scenery pieces that we actually talked about in the last 3 episodes for sure. I think it's about time that we finally find a good spot for, of course, the Corrugated hut for sure. And, well, I guess there is a lot to, there's a good number of space to actually choose from what I can gather. And I'm quite curious to see on where we're going to place it for sure. But luckily enough, I actually do have some idea, of course, where we're going to put it for sure. And of course, well, to give you guys the idea, allow me to actually zoom in a little bit. Yeah, getting a little closer. A little closer. Alright, you see it? You seeing the clear picture here? Yeah, I think it looks like we're pretty much getting the clear picture on, of course, that front. So yeah, I guess for the corrugated hut, I think we're going to be placing it right over by Jeremy, the playing for sure, to really give us, of course, what we're hoping for, hands down. Why, you may ask? Well, I will admit, I guess pretty much from what I could gather, pretty much the Bachmann Jeremy that I actually got right here, I still really love the Sega non-rail vehicle for sure, and I really do think Jeremy is actually a really good addition for sure. But honestly, I think give it to where I've actually placed him from what I can gather, I will admit, it almost kind of looks like he's hiding out in the corner, not to be present with most of the other models for sure. So I definitely figure that maybe I would actually move Jeremy somewhere for sure that's a little bit more present from what I can gather. Kind of like what I actually did with, of course, Harold the helicopter. Why I placed him somewhere around here in between the footbridge and, of course, the signal box for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get Jeremy out of its spot. And, well, I think pretty much of anything, where am I actually going to place him? Well, like I said, since I want him to be a little bit more present, let's place him right around here. Yeah, I guess right over here will be good, so that way he can actually be more opened up around pretty much part of the layout. And plus, having him right next to the Black Lock, pretty much the Castle Lock tower, as you can see here, is actually a real good addition, I'm not going to lie. So that way we can actually have him a little something pretty much to catch his eye alongside part of the line for sure. And I know that would definitely come in handy because I would definitely love to see the other engines whistle to him as they go by for sure. So yeah, with that being said, now that we finally got that taken care of, we can now place the corrugated hut, maybe somewhere around here will be good. So alright guys, well, I do indeed apologize for cutting all the way back here for sure because, well, yeah. And I guess you can tell from, of course, the lack of the dark bit of lighting pretty much for sure because, well, pretty much of anything, I had literally got done filming pretty much this episode, but turns out the audio in the last few minutes got cut out for sure as I was wrapping up on talking about this. So yeah, I do indeed apologize for the hag for sure, but I guess regardless of course of that front, if I could just there we go. So yeah, I do indeed apologize for all that for sure, but yeah, I think needless to say, the hag, pretty much around that time, I was wrapping up, I did manage to pretty much place the corrugated hut right over here, where Jeremy used to be at, which, by the way, he actually is residing pretty good on this spot in my layout. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I could say on that front for sure. So yeah, but yeah, either way, I think with what I'm actually seeing over on this spot for sure, I really do dig on how well it actually turned out. Of course, this spot in my layout for sure, just to give part of this siding, as you can see here, a little bit more liveliness to it, to actually make it all the more incredible for sure. So So yeah, at least it's what I could say on that front for sure. So yeah, I need to get that out for sure. So I do indeed apologize for the technical difficulties for sure, because yeah, let's face it, I think we've really been experiencing that for sure, especially with, of course, what's been going on with my camera for sure for the past few years. But I do hope it'll actually be worked out eventually. So, but yeah, regardless on that front, overall, I guess for my closing thoughts for, of course, this one, I really love on how well the Bachmann corrugated hut actually turned out, and yeah, pretty much, if anything, it turned out to be a really great piece of scenery that's part of the Bachmann Thomas and Friends range that I really do love and admire for sure. So yeah, literally from what I've actually seen, from the way it's actually shaped out to the detailing and everything, it actually makes it all the more incredible for sure. That I really do love and admire for sure. And yeah, it definitely deserves a really good place on my layout for sure, and I really enjoyed it for sure. So yeah, either way, I do highly recommend this one for sure. Yeah, like I said, sadly, as of now, this alongside all the other pieces of Bachmann Thomas Resin scenery pieces for sure has been long since discontinued as of now. But I do hope maybe somewhere later on down the road we might actually see them make a massive comeback for sure. Kind of like with what I talked about earlier with the Bachmann Sword Door Lighthouse for sure. But we're gonna have to wait and see on that. So yeah, and of course, pretty much of anything, I would definitely love to get the two remaining Bachmann Thomas Resin scenery pieces for sure. Those being the Brendan Warehouse and pretty much the engine shed for sure. To which I definitely know for the latter, I'm definitely gonna place it right over by Timothy's shed for sure. So I can't wait to see on how that'll go for sure. So we'll definitely wait and see on that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, on that thought alone, I think I'll definitely end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you thought of this one for sure. I would love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and well, I need to get this new outro out of the way due to some technical difficulties for sure. But don't worry, hopefully if I get some things worked out for sure, I'm sure stuff like that won't happen again. But until then, I'll be quite curious to see on what I might talk about next on, of course, this show. Maybe, I guess, another little something that'll go great on this layout, or maybe something else. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below.
Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTACTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.